So Steph, here we are then, first game of the season. How are you feeling going into this one?
Yeah, very excited. I think we've got a lot of new girls in, a lot of girls that we're just gelling with currently, and I think, yeah, there's a lot of talent from a lot of different people, and it's going to be a nice chance to get us all gelling together.
Yeah, as you mentioned there, it's a bit of a new challenge, I guess, with so many players away. I guess that is going to be a bit of a tough ask to take on this match, with so many players not available.
Yeah, definitely. I think but it definitely gives the opportunity for a lot of younger players, and it gives the chance for people to get the experience, so that when those internationals come back, it's not that much of a bigger step to be training with them.
Yeah, definitely. And it's also an exciting opportunity for you as well. I mean, having just come back from England camp and had a really good first season, or first couple of seasons rather, with Gloucester Hartpury, and now you're kind of one of the more senior girls in this group. It's an exciting opportunity for you as well, as kind of like a leader in this team.
Yeah, definitely. It's really nice to be able to lead the line-outs and be a leader in that pack, I guess, kind of playing off my strengths, which would be in that line-out, and helping others around me to keep the standards high, really.
Yeah, and having led the 20s team as well, obviously it's a role you're pretty comfortable with.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I really enjoy taking that role on sometimes.
Yeah, and has that made it easy, being in those positions before? You feel like you've got a bit more confidence going into fixtures like this?
Yeah, definitely. I think obviously for me, I'm a bit more of an introvert, so it's harder for me to talk in huddles and stuff. But I think going from the 20s setup, where I've almost worked out that you almost don't need to speak in the huddles, it can just be leading on the pitch, through your actions. I think, yeah, definitely it gives me confidence to be able to lead in my way rather than how people see it as talking in huddles and stuff. Yeah,
definitely. And just looking back at the last kind of year, 18 months, it's been a brilliant year for yourself, kind of establishing yourself as a regular in the first team. Just looking back at the last year or so, how are you reflecting on it?
Yeah, definitely. It's been really good to learn from the likes of Zoe and Alex and Beckett and stuff like that. And it gives me a lot of confidence coming into this season, and hopefully I can continue to push and stay in that first team squad, really.
Yeah, and you mentioned it there, Zoe, another Scarborough player. How good is it to have her as kind of a role model for you?
Yeah, definitely. I think throughout my life I've seen her as that person that I've always looked up to and wanted to be like. I think coming from a very small town, it's always nice to have someone that's been there and showed you that it is possible to chase your dreams when you've come from a little place like Scarborough.
And you've just come back from England camp, getting in the mix in the international rugby environment. How was that experience?
Yeah, it was amazing. I think I've learnt things that I could only dream of. And obviously I've been around the people at Gloss, but it's nice to be around different people like Marley Packer, and learning so much from her from a flank perspective. So yeah, I've taken a lot from that, and from the coaching as well.
Yeah, definitely. And we were very lucky to have so many Gloucester Hartpury girls in that camp. Did that make it easier, seeing a lot more friendly faces going into a new environment like that?
Yeah, 100%. I think obviously playing against people as well, you get to know people, but yeah, definitely having a lot of Gloss girls in makes it a lot easier to get into the environment and feel a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, and working with John Mitchell as well, he's had a lot of success with the England team over the last 6 months or so. What was your experience with him like?
Yeah, really good. He's a very knowledgeable man, and it's really nice to be able to learn a lot from him and his coaching.
Yeah, and just lastly, back to Gloucester Hartpury now. Exeter this weekend. What's the challenge there? What are we going to have to do to beat them?
Yeah, definitely. It's always a big game against Exeter, and one that we always get after. They're obviously a very good side, and I think it'll be nice to get back into playing some games against obviously them to start with.
Brilliant. Thanks, Steph. Best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.